Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Spiritual Growth Sessions with me, Cody. Thanks so much for tuning in. Let me give you a little piece of advice, something that has changed everything for me, and it sounds so simple, but yet so many people don't do it, myself included. And that piece of advice is to just get started. Start doing whatever you think you want to do. Start doing whatever that passion or that purpose is, or that thing that feels that you want to do. Don't waste any more time. You know, so many times we get held back by waiting for the right time, or thinking a better opportunity will arise, or I'm just not ready yet. All of these little things that stop us from taking that first little step towards achieving our goals. Once we get that first step, it leads to the next step, and then the next and the next. If you have these huge goals and these things you want to achieve, they just seem so massive. Or if there are things that you've always wanted to do and they just seem so massive that you don't know where to start small, dude. Start small. Let me give you an example. So for this YouTube channel, it was something that I wanted to do. It was something that I felt called to do, something that I felt passionate about doing, trying to give back to people. And I had a conversation with my wife about it. And I was coming up with all these excuses to wait to do it. I need a better camera. I need better this. I need better that. I need better that. And she just looked at me. She's all, just start. Just start. And I keep hearing that advice as well. And so you know what I did? I was like, what am I waiting for? Like, I am the one who can create those moments for when it's right to start. It's not just all of a sudden this magical camera is going to drop down and this beautiful backdrop and better sound quality is going to happen. I didn't have any of that shit. I didn't have any of it. But you know what? Was I just going to sit and wait and wait and wait? No, I decided I'm going to take the steps, the small steps. First thing, watch a video on how to create YouTube videos, upload a video, record something. I didn't know how to edit. That's why I barely have my videos edited at all. It's just straight shots of me talking. And, you know, I'm going to start furthering my game and elevating my game. But I've took those steps to at least start getting YouTube videos out every week. And I've been doing it for 6 or 7 months, and I freaking love it. And I'm so glad I didn't wait. I'm so glad I didn't have the quote unquote wait for the perfect time for this to happen. I love doing this, and I have low budget, low quality, and I'm loving every minute of it. I do have some exciting stuff I want to talk about. I don't really want to talk about it, but I just want to share it with you. I'm really going to start elevating my videos. I've got some really exciting stuff in the works, so I'm really looking forward to sharing that with you all and bringing that forth. But anyways, just to take a little step, whatever it is. If you want to start a podcast, just start listening to podcasts that talk about how to start a podcast. Start watching YouTube videos about how you start a podcast. Start following podcasters. If you want to write a book, start reading up on the internet. Google works for everything, right? I mean, we have all the information at our fingertips. Just start Google how to start a book. I mean, if you want to become a nurse, how do you start that process? All of these things, don't wait for the perfect opportunity to arise, because most likely it won't, and you'll just be sitting there waiting. And what I did and what I do and what I try to do is I don't look at the huge picture. I have a goal, right? Like, I have these visions and these aspirations that I'm reaching for, and I believe in my heart that they're mine. I'm going to get them. But if you look at it too big, you're not going to know how to get there. You're not going to understand it. So you got to break it down, and you just got to start, even when it feels uncomfortable. If you feel you don't have any confidence in it. You know what breeds confidence? Is learning and understanding. And all of a sudden you start becoming more confident, and you take those next steps, and all of a sudden you start getting this education and this knowledge and these things about something you really wanted to do, and you didn't know how to do it before, but you start attaining it, and you get more confidence, and you have more abilities, and you start to grow, and you start to expand, and you start to learn new avenues and new aspects, and you branch out to that, and you start setting those tiny steps forward, and then boom, all of a sudden you're doing things that you didn't even think you could do, or you were too scared to do. And you sit on top of that little mountain, and you're like, damn, I did that. That's pretty rad. So my advice to you is, if you have something that you're sitting on that you want to do, but you don't know where to start, and it seems too big, where do I even begin? Just take little steps. I promise you, if you just take a little step in the direction of your dreams and your goals, more things will start presenting themselves. You'll start getting a thirst for knowledge. You'll start getting a better idea how things work. And it starts opening up a bunch more streets and a bunch more avenues for you to pursue it. So don't sit there and wait. Start today. Do something little. Do something big. I really don't care. Just start. Don't sit on your dreams any longer. Achieve them. Go after them. Don't get stuck in the minutia and day-to-day life that you're living and you're not happy. If you have kids and a busy life, it doesn't have to be these huge, gigantic steps. It can just be little pieces that you do every day that help your knowledge expand and growth expand and lead you to new avenues and new places of growth and transformation. So don't sit anymore. I sat for 39 years. I had all these things I never allowed myself to do because I was too scared, I didn't feel worthy, or I didn't know how to start. I'm just not gonna live like that anymore. And it's so invigorating. And it brings so much more life into your life. It makes every part of you flow. It makes you feel so much more alive, as I keep saying. So don't sit on it anymore. Take the little steps. They're all available to you. If it's just 5 minutes a day of doing something, just do that. But don't let it sit and just permeate or just sit there and not do anything or stew. I can't think of the right word, but just go after it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Get after your dreams. One small step leads to another small step, leads to another, leads to another, leads to another, and eventually you've accomplished big things. Take it step by step and you will be stoked. All right, guys, have a great week, and I will see you next Sunday. Peace.